and welcome to Opera Pomme Rouge's production of Hansel and Gretel. We want to thank the Queen's Museum for having us here today. How many of you know who Hansel and Gretel are? I see a few. Oh, great. Does anyone remember where Hansel and Gretel live? Where do they live? In the forest. Great. So you guys have a very special role today. You are going to be the forest that Hansel and Gretel live in. Do you think you can do that? Good. Okay, so special props have been handed out to all of you. There are tree branch sunglasses, strawberries, which some of you made yourself, flowers, and bags of magic sand. Pay attention to us throughout the show and we'll make sure you know where to use these. Also, since you're in the forest, please make sure to keep these aisles clear as some of our singers are going to be using these.
How many of you guys have brothers and sisters? That's it? Brothers and sisters, that's it? Raise them high, raise them high. Okay, and now new question. How many of your brothers and sisters get you in trouble? I have a brother, he gets me in trouble all the time. So once upon a time, a long, long time ago in the forest, there were a brother and sister named Hansel and Gretel, and they got in really big trouble with their mom because they got caught playing instead of doing their chores. Hansel was supposed to be making a broom for their dad's broom shop, and Gretel was supposed to be making socks to keep them warm during the winter. So when they got in trouble, when they were playing, they also spilled all of dinner everywhere. And at that time, a long time ago, there wasn't any food. It was really hard to find food. So when they spilled dinner, their mom sent them into the scary forest, which is all of you guys, to pick some strawberries.
We're going to need your help today. Since you're all a part of the forest, would you mind being strawberry bushes? Yeah? Wonderful. So when Hansel and Gretel come into the forest, they're going to be collecting the strawberries that you made. So if you have them, please feel free to give them to Hansel as he's collecting them so that way they don't go hungry. Gretel decides to pick flowers instead of picking strawberries with Hansel. So when Gretel approaches, if you have a flower, please feel free to present it to Gretel. Now, does anybody know who else lives in this forest? Does anyone know? Yes? Witches. Yes, that's right. There's a witch who lives in this forest. You're going to see the witch come flying through the forest here with her little helpers, and they're going to need the flowers too. So when the witches approach, feel free to give them flowers so they can make their magical witch's brew. Now, when Hansel and Gretel go into the forest, it's going to get really dark. Now, does anyone know what these are? Yes? Yes, that's right. They're your magic sunglasses. So when it gets really dark, you can use your magic sunglasses to see how dark it is too. When you hear Hansel say the words, "Could be, I've lost our way," that's when you know to put your sunglasses on. The first person we see to put their sunglasses on when Hansel says, "Could be, I've lost our way," will get a special prize at the end of the show. Let's all try it together once just for practice on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Now, when things start to get spooky in the woods, Hansel and Gretel meet a new friend, the sleep fairy. She helps to keep them safe and lights their way. So when you see the sleep fairy, you can take off your sunglasses. Now, the sleep fairy puts Hansel and Gretel to sleep by sprinkling magic sand. How many of you have a bag of magic sand? Good. So when you see the sleep fairy, you can open your bag of magic sand and sprinkle some to help her to put Hansel and Gretel to sleep. You can try it once just for practice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, when Hansel and Gretel wake up the next morning, they are in for a big surprise. What is it? You'll have to wait and see.
Okay, so how many of you guys like to dance? All right, good, good, good. We have a special song and dance to teach you that you guys are going to perform with Hansel and Gretel at the end of the show, okay? Sound good? All right, the most important move in this dance goes with the word hurrah. So whenever you hear the word hurrah, I want you to take your arms and reach them as high as you possibly can, okay? We're going to practice on the count of 3, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, hurrah! All right, very good. Okay, our wonderful musical director, Ishmael, is going to lead us through this song and dance 3 times. The first time, we're going to do it very, 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 very slowly. And this time, if you still have your origami sheet, the words are on the back of your origami sheet, so that might be helpful. The second time, we're going to do it kind of medium so that you guys can maybe do the dance with us a little bit. And the last time, we're going to do it a way that we musicians call a-tempo. Can you guys say that for me?
A-tempo.
Very good. Does anybody know what language that's in? What do you think? French? Kind of close.
That's a good guess.
It's close. It's a good guess. Latin? It's even closer.
Good guess.
Warmer. Italian. Yeah, good job. So that's Italian, and it means in time. So that means the actual speed that we're going to do it when we perform it, which is kind of fast, so it might be a little challenging. Okay, are we ready for the slow version? Are we ready? Okay.
Hurrah!
Hurrah! We've caught
Catch
the
the
witch,
witch.
and there she's
Point
in
to the
there.
oven.
Are we
Look
safe
around.
now?
Hurrah!
Hurrah! We're free. The witch
Zap.
is gone. Really
Zap.
gone.
Roll
Turn
the
to
bread.
gingerbread.
Make a gingerbread cookie. Wave
Goodbye
goodbye.
to witches' spells.
Listen to the
Watch
oven
themselves.
crackling.
Hear her melt away.
Skipping.
So let's start partying, dancing and singing. These sweets will fill our mouths from this big cookie house. Hey,
Hurrah.
hurrah,
Hurrah.
hurrah. Hey,
Hurrah.
Hey,
Hurrah. Hurrah.
hurrah.
Hey, really good, you guys. I saw everybody dancing already. That's really good. The words are kind of hard. Ready for medium? All right, you guys can stand up a little if you want to practice the dance. That's totally okay. Here we go.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! We've caught
Catch the witch.
in there. She's
Point to
in
the
there.
oven.
Are
Look
we
around.
safe now?
Hurrah.
Hurrah! We're free. The witch
Zap.
is gone. Really
Zap.
gone. Turn
Roll
to
the bread. Make a gingerbread cookie.
Goodbye
Wave
to
goodbye.
witches' spells. Watch
Listen to
them
the
sound.
oven crackling.
Hear her melt away. So
Skipping.
let's start partying, dancing and singing. These sweets will fill our mouths from this big cookie house. Hey,
Hurrah.
hurrah,
Hurrah.
Hey,
Hurrah.
Hey,
Hurrah. Hurrah.
Hurrah!
Really good. Wow. Okay, now, who remembers that Italian word that I taught you earlier? Can you say it for me? Hey, I heard it over there. What was it? A-tempo, yeah? Here we go.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! We've caught
Catch the witch. Point to the oven. Look around. Hurrah.
We're free. The
Zap.
witch is gone.
Zap.
Really gone. Turn
Roll
to
the bread.
gingerbread.
Make a gingerbread cookie.
Goodbye
Wave
to
goodbye.
witches' spells.
Listen to the oven
Hear her
crackling.
melt away. So
Skipping.
let's start partying, dancing and singing. These drinks will fill our mouths from this big cookie house. Hey,
Hurrah.
hurrah,
Hurrah.
hey,
Hurrah.
hey,
Hurrah. Hurrah.
You guys look ready to perform. Good job. So after the show, Hansel and Gretel will be available to take a picture with you by a huge cookie over there. Also, after the show, the three of us will have these baskets. We ask that you find us to return your props, even these bags of sand if they're empty. With your program, you received a survey. If you would like to fill that out, we can accept those at this time as well. I also wanted to mention that Opera Pomme Rouge is a nonprofit, and any tax-deductible donation you have, we'd really appreciate. We'll have these cake boxes with our baskets that we'd really appreciate you to put some donations in. This production was made possible by the Japan Foundation, Corpea, Cafe Zaya, Itoen, Trader Joe's, Dime Community Bank, Yoko Raikano Kimura, and the Queen's Council on the Arts, with public funds from the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs in partnership with the City Council. Please help me in thanking these sponsors now. We are also proud to announce two Opera Pomme Rouge members, if they could stand when I say their names. We have a first Pearl level member, Komi Kaoru. We have a special soap present for her from our sponsor, Corpea. And our diamond level member, Mr. Michael Dupler. If we could give him a round of applause. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, does everyone have their props still? I see some flowers and tree branches. Great. You guys remember the dance? Yeah? All right, here is Opera Pomme Rouge's Hansel and Gretel.